and dance, spinning tails in time. Signals bounce, satellites shine. Middle of the week feels like a climb. James and Dan spinning tails in time. Signals bounce, satellites shine. Parks on fire, airwaves align. Hump Day fire burning bright. Raise your glass, light the night. Join the stream, feel the spark. Ride the waves through the dark. Through the dark. Steady crackle, stories unfold. Voices carry through the cold. Parks alive with electric veins. Satellites hum in the distant plains. Can you feel it? The rhythm we're stealing. Hump Day fire burning bright. Raise your glass, light the night. Join the stream, feel the spark. Ride the waves through the dark. Through the dark. Frequencies call a rebel song. Catch the beat, it won't stay long. James and Dan, they hold the key. Tune in, tune out, feel the spree. The spree, the spree.
What's up, Ham Radio? Kilo Echo 8, Papa Zoo November, the Ham Radio Adventure Guy. Thanks for stopping by. Your one stop for everything Adventure Radio. It is Hump Day. Time for the Hump Day Happy Hour. We got a great talk tonight, I hope. Or maybe it's a horrible talk. Who knows? I may be an a-hole. That's just what some people call me. But beside the point, it is Hump Day Happy Hour. Dan's laughing because he has no idea what I'm talking about. I'm going off the deep end. But we're going to give a shout out to our Patreons because they are absolutely awesome people. And, you know, I think everybody who is in the Christmas drawing has officially found out that they do have their names. So there are presents already being shipped. I do know that. And it's going to be a good time. Also, hopefully some of these guys here will be showing up at the Christmas party as well. The YouTube members, they are green in chat or blue if they are a moderator. And the ever-changing board. We did have a change. Chris, K2PTC, went from 10th to 6th. Big move for Chris. Thank you very much.
Shazam.
I'll tell you what. Dan, what's going on?
That's one heck of a jump, man. Hello, everybody. Wednesday, Hump Day Happy Hour. YouTube says... Daryl was first in the chat. Kilo Oscar 4 Sierra X-Ray Hotel. What's going on? Kelly Rose is next. KI4JAV. Hello to you. Our friend Andy Cowley. What's going on, my friend? Whiskey 1 Whiskey Charlie is next. Alpha Echo 4 X-Ray Oscar. That's our buddy Ron Chris over at Georgia Parks and Propagation. Go check him out. Kenny's here. Kilo Charlie 5 Mike Juliet Echo. What is up? Kent Kilo 9 Alpha Echo Echo. The Hammer is here. Your 59A Victor Echo 3 Lima Bravo India. Zach is here. Kilo 4 Zulu Sierra Romeo. Toby Alpha Delta 2 Charlie Delta. What is going on? Ronnie's here. Kilo Oscar 4 Zulu Romeo X-Ray. Martini's here. That's a Whiskey Delta 4 Delta. No, that's me. Whiskey Delta 4 Juliet. Mike.
Somebody come get her.
The Fox is here in AM radio. That's KO4 FX. What's going on, my friend? Zach K4 ZSR. Reed AEB8 AS. And yeah, I was bubblegum on Liz's shoe today. If y'all didn't check the short out, that was pretty funny. What's up, Liz and fam? That's Echo Romeo 8 Whiskey Romeo. Good to have you. Brent, November 4 Bravo Delta Whiskey. Let's get happy. That's right. Scott N2 TKT. What's up, buddy? Dad is here as well. Kilo Delta 9 Uniform Victor Kilo. That's him. Let's see. Am I missing anybody? Kilo Oscar 4 November Lima. What's up, buddy? Smoking POTA is in the house. I went down to Florida today in Gainesville, Eddie, and I passed a lot of your businesses. You have a lot of signage on the interstate. I'm impressed. Andy's here, K8APR. Got his 1,000 contact coin. No free ice cream scoops. You always get ice cream, my friend, for sure. Aaron Ray and 4ARY, A-Ray in the house. And rounding out the chat for now is Kilo Echo 4 Eastern Standard Time. And it is Eastern Standard Time. And Kilo 4 Alpha. What is going on, guys? This hump day. Good to see everybody. And James, how's your the middle of the week been for you?
Well, you know what? We're going to start on the middle of the week, but I got to comment on a few of these comments because there's some good stuff in this chat right off the bat. We're going to go with Kilo 8 Alpha Papa Romeo. Yeah. Just congratulations on your 1,000 coin. You know, he got it a while back, and we were waiting until Liz hit her 5,000 to send them both at once. But so before we get to the ice cream thing, first off, you know, this guy said that's not enough coins to make checkers because there was 2 coins in the thing. So, you know, I happen to know you have a lot of children, Andy. And if you want to play checkers, you got to get all of them kids to that 5K coin, and then you're going to have your whole checkers set. But then he was really upset that he didn't get a note, because when he gets stickers, his stickers are special. He gets stickers that on the back enable him to have free ice cream. So, Liz, I'm here to tell you tonight, Andy got 1,000 contact coin. That is worth a whole gallon of ice cream of his choice. So, Andy, you can be happy now. You get a whole gallon.
It's official. You can't. I mean, yeah, it has to happen now. You know?
Also, Brent, is it too late to start the PZN challenge? Absolutely not. You can go ahead and start it for next year and you know, get you a big jump on next year. It ain't going to help you, but you can start it now.
Liz said he's already had his ice cream for tonight.
Oh, hey, there we go. And hold on, I seen one more thing that I wanted to touch on in here. Oh, I know what it is. I'm going to give a shout out to Miss Kelly Rose, KI4 Juliet Alpha Victor, because I'm going to tell you, out of all of my loyal people, all my people, including this guy sitting beside me. So last night, I decided to do something different, and I went live on TikTok. Now, mind you, TikTok is a different world than YouTube. It is nothing like YouTube. So YouTube, we set up a topic and we talk about a topic. When you go live on TikTok, basically you just sit there and wait for people to pop in and just talk random stuff. It's kind of like shenanigans on crack, maybe. But I'm just talking to people in the chat. Dan's not there to get my back. But Kelly showed up for that live stream. And then I went today on TikTok with the POTA activation. She showed up for that. She's 100% on my TikTok lives. So shout out to her. We're gonna probably move her into a moderator spot over there. She just don't know it yet.
Hey, is there gonna be like a Kilo I've watched your TikTok live streams challenge coin?
I will say this before people even start. So if you give me gifts on TikTok, that does not go toward the Adventure Club, because I have no idea how to calculate the small pennies that it is. But TikTok does have their own little calculation thing, and you get rankings. So if you join my fan club, it gives you certain tasks to do, and you keep getting rankings through there. So it's different. It's something new for me to do because, hey, a couple pennies here is more than a couple pennies more than I had before. So whatever.
Did your boss put you up to it?
My boss put me up to it. He said, it's not enough that you do YouTube and Patreon. You're only dropping like 40 videos a week on YouTube, and you're already dropping TikToks daily, and you're already doing Facebook Reels. You need to go live on TikTok too. So why not?
Yeah.
But anyway, so that's pretty much been the middle of the week. That's been my excitement is figuring out. The funny thing is people will pop into my live stream that have no clue what ham radio even is, and they just pop in there and just sit there and don't say a word, and they watch it. And I'm like, okay, cool.
Next will be Facebook Live. What do you think?
I don't know. Is it monetized? Can I get pennies for it? I like pennies.
I don't know.
Dan is saving a jar full of pennies, and he's going to do Hamfest lives for me. And every time somebody comes up to Hamfest to meet me, Dan's going to give me a penny. You can fall around. He's probably going to throw them at me too.
That. Yeah, I can do that. Yeah, I can do that to you. I'm really good about putting a penny in between my fingers and popping it. So yeah.
Speaking of getting attacked by lids,
yeah.
I'm going to say this. You guys all know me pretty well. And I'm pretty much I'm a stickler for the rules. I wouldn't delfish you if you were the last person on the world. One thing I'm going to do, if I go to a local park with Dan, and Dan takes me into the park and he says, this is the boundaries, he's the local guy, I'm going to believe him. But if Dan takes me to a local park and he said, well, somebody told me I can park here and I'm in the boundaries, that's me set. That's hearsay. So yeah. I'm going to check on the boundaries of that park, and I'm going to say, no, Dan, we can't park here. We actually got to hike 3 miles up this hill and pack this, 400 amp hour battery that you have in your truck. And I'm just a stickler for him, And I'll tell you what, I'm really having a good time down here in North Carolina, but there's a whole lot of POTA police down here. I mean, a whole lot. So, yeah, you might as well pull up your chair, Dan. Get your popcorn. It's good. So the other day I was out. The other day I was out and I was doing Fontana Dam, and I went QRT, and I even put it on the spotting page. Next park in less than 10 minutes. So I went. I crossed the bridge. I literally got in my car. Antenna still in the car. Crossed the bridge. Pull past the Smoky Mountain sign, pull in that parking lot and stay within 100 foot of the trail. And I'm set up for the park, and I start activating. And I get this guy that comes on there, and Josh is listening to my activation, and he hears this guy. How'd you get to the next park so fast? Where exactly are you? He come in 4 different times on my activation and asked me questions about it. So when I hopped, but I actually went QRT. I said QRT because I'm going to do a satellite pass and I'll be back. So while I'm waiting on that satellite pass, I shot a short. And the short was me standing there in the Smoky Mountains, and I'm showing the water and the bridge. And it's like, and when you cross that bridge, right there on the other side where you can see is another park. And I basically tell people, do your research before you're going to, before you're going to come at somebody and say you're doing something wrong. Do your research. And that's what I said in my video. And I was in a really good mood today until I happened to, right before the stream, be looking at comments. And somebody said, you don't have to be an a-hole. You could have just answered the question. First off, there wasn't a question.
Right.
It was somebody basically telling me I don't have morals telling me I'm at McDonald's doing FT8
on your YouTube.
You know,
That's great.
It's ridiculous. But so I politely replied to him. I didn't delete his comment or nothing. I politely replied to him and said, he said some of us don't have time to do our research on our lunch break or bathroom break before we watch a short. And I was like, this is nothing about doing a research for a short. And there was no question to answer. I was just showing how I got to the park so fast.
People should mind their own business. It's a missed opportunity.
And it's funny because if this same guy, and it's funny because tomorrow's video has been scheduled for a week now. It'll show that I just dropped it here in a little bit when I actually schedule it for the premiere, but it's scheduled in the queue. And it's funny, if he watches tomorrow's video, he's going to probably call me an a-hole again when I get to the disclaimer. Because this particular park, we went there, and Josh was with me, and Josh had told me, he said, some people say that you've got to be on the trail to do this park. So I pulled the map up to the park before we even started, looked at the boundaries of the park. I said, we're good. He said, this is where I always activate too. He said, we're good. So we go on and we activate over there. Now the name of the park is Chatuge Dam Trail Recreation Park. So yes, trail is in the title, but so is Recreation Park. So I had somebody come on there and ask us exactly where we were activating on that park. And I told him exactly where. He said, oh, okay. So after I got done with that, I politely messaged the North Carolina mapping coordinator and said, correct me if I'm wrong, but I looked this up myself. But can you confirm that Chatuge Dam Trail Recreation Park is the recreation park itself, not the trail? He said, absolutely. It's the whole recreation park. I said, thank you.
Of course.
In my disclaimer video, in the disclaimer, it'll say that. So, yeah, I'm being an a-hole again, I guess. I just think that you should do your own research before you should go jumping on people.
You know, nobody's ever jumped on me like that to ask me where, but God, if they ever did, I swear to God, say if I'm at Sneed's Lake in Florida and they question if I'm really there, I'm like, dude, I'm not even in Florida right now. I'm in North Carolina. QRZ. I'd just go on. You know, it's not worth my time. You know,
like, there's another video that I got to drop here coming up too, where myself and Josh didn't know it was a walk-in. We thought we could drive in it. And I get there and we couldn't drive in it. And there's people that's activated that park that I know did it at the end of that parking lot. I know for a fact because they've told me where they did it at. But when I got there and we checked it, no, we had to walk in a mile. And we're talking a very steep mile on the Appalachian Trail. And we had a very big battery and 100-watt radio.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Ham radio, man, it's gone weird. You know,
I won't even hunt people that I know is cheating because that makes me not have morals. And I tell people in my Discord, if you hunt that person and you know they're cheating, you don't have morals. I tell my own Discord that. It's just, you want to do it, it's up to you, but he's not really in a park. So anyway, that's enough of that.
I mean, I got a rant too.
You got a rant? Good.
I do. If this is rant Wednesday,
maybe you can be a beehole.
No, I didn't. Matter of fact, I didn't say anything about it. The first time I've even mentioned this was right now, but because it's kind of that none of my business area. I mean, I'm really good about staying in my own lane. I think sometimes, maybe not, but So it was a couple nights ago. Well, a couple days ago. Well, whatever it was. It was earlier this week, maybe even late last week. I don't remember exactly when. That's how much it went out of my mind. But 14300, everybody knows that frequency. Maritime Mobile Net, because their purpose is to assist mariners that may be in distress. That's their purpose. So we've been ingrained to leave that frequency clear of QSOs, rag chews, POTA, because there might be a boat have an emergency that needs to make contact with somebody. Okay. Earlier this week, late last week, whenever it was, like I said, I listened for a solid 45 minutes to two people on there that were a member of the Maritime Net having a rag chew. They were talking back and forth, and I mean, they were talking for so long stretches out of a time, and an FM repeater would have timed out. Okay. They didn't kerchunk it one bit. And the other guy was coming back immediately, not leaving time for somebody to jump in there, even say contact. And this went on for 45 minutes. And I'm thinking, if y'all are a Maritime Mobile Net and your purpose here is to assist mariners that may be having trouble, why are you keying down for 5-6 minutes at a time talking about whatever rag chewing topic you're talking about? And when it goes to the other person, when you ask them a question or whatnot, or they reply, they're not even given time for anybody else to even jump in the conversation. It's ridiculous. Just saying.
It's kind of like AMers. AMers will sit and talk for like 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Without identifying, by the way. They'll sit and talk for like 15 minutes. And by the time the guy gets done talking, the other guy's done faded off and can't even hear him no more.
Yeah.
I've seen it happen many a times.
Yeah. It is so crazy, man. It's like, I mean, and I don't necessarily agree with the purpose behind 14300. I understand. I don't think nobody's going to be calling in on a ham radio on 14300 saying their boat's sinking. I think they're going to be on Coast Guard frequencies or something more reliable, you know. But could it happen? Sure. If a boat was sinking, they definitely weren't going to break into that QSO to let them know, though. I can guarantee you that.
They couldn't even get the S out for SOS.
Negative. Yeah, it was crazy. And I went back and forth with myself, man. I'm sitting there looking at the radio. I'm looking at my amp. It's on. I'm looking at my key. I'm looking at my microphone. And I'm like, should I say something? Should I be that guy? Should I say, listen, man, if y'all purpose here is to do this, y'all need to at least shut up for 5 seconds between QSOs just to give somebody a chance to jump in. But I decided not to be that guy. I'm trying real hard to be the shepherd. So I just let it be.
So Brian says he's fine with giving up the 3KC. But the no SSB and the AM window people are insane to me.
It is.
They absolutely are, because first off, it's a gentleman's agreement, okay? It's not a law, it's a gentleman's agreement. But the actual AM window is like 90 to 95 is what it is. But they say it's 85 all the way up to the top of the band, which it's not. And then it's funny because you'll get AM interference around 7250 all the time.
I forget where I read. Oh, it was on a spot. I remember this. It was earlier this week, maybe yesterday, maybe the day before. I should have took a screenshot. But somebody was on like 7280 something spotted CW. And somebody commented on their spot. How about you do that to CW portion of the band?
He is in the CW portion of the band.
Yeah, I thought to myself, the whole band is the CW portion of the band.
There is nowhere you cannot do CW. It is legal anywhere.
Yeah.
Again, do your research before you go jumping down somebody's throat. Know what you're talking about.
Where did I get my colored mics? My 891 mics, Brent, those? I painted them, actually. Let me dig up some pics and I'll find them. No, I took them apart. So I ordered mics. Those two mics right there are the they're not the original Yaesu mics. They're like knockoffs that I got on eBay, cheap. They work fine. But just take them all apart. Take the speaker, not the speaker. Take the microphone, the condenser part out of them. No, dynamic. So take that part out, and then just paint them. Take the PTT button off and just spray paint them, sponge them, whatever. Make them look however you want. I'm gonna dig up some pictures. I got them on my phone. I just gotta send them to me. I gotta find them.
Dan paints everything.
Dude, I love painting stuff. I mean, I painted my Eagle One and everything else. Photos.thegoogs.com. Let me find those two mics, and I'll show y'all what Brent was talking about here. But yeah, just paint them, dude.
Let's see your camera roll of all your colored mics, PG rated, please.
Well, yeah.
If you're looking at Dan's camera roll and expecting PG rated, you really don't know Dan Kyle.
There's a reason that I don't have this window streaming to StreamYard right now. Just to let you know. Okay. Oh, here they are, right here.
He has the new Arby's commercial in there.
Actually, we're gonna start on this right here because I don't know if everybody saw the gift that I gave to our good friend N4TRD.
I saw it. I was there.
But I'll show it to you here. Share screen. Not that screen because Kyle wants to be G-rated. No, PG. Okay. Oh, PG. We're fine. Okay. All right. Here's the thing I 3D printed for our buddy N4TRD. This call sign on and everybody slid right off the table. That's some slippery poop right there. There you go.
That's something that I wish that I had more time in my day to do. There's so many things that I need to design or redesign.
Yeah. All right. So these I just painted. So basically you take the clamshell off. There's 3 screws. You take them off the back. You take the mic clip off. You take the PTT off. Take the 3 buttons out of it. You take the microphone out of it, and just paint it. That's just spray paint, but that's say it with Krylon right there, baby. And there's the back of it. That little switch comes out.
Looks good.
And this is the one I made. Made it kind of it's a burnt orange, and I just put a little bit of black spray paint on a paper towel and just randomly rubbed it around, just to make it that distressed kind of look. And I think they turned out pretty well. Yeah, there they are apart. Just the 2 clamshells. I have no idea what picture's next. Should I go to it? Let's see. This might be scary. Okay.
Brent wants to know if you put any clear coat on them.
No clear coat. No.
And Brent, I also sent you a Patreon message. Not a Patreon, a Discord message. I'm sorry.
No clear coat whatsoever. Oh yeah, there's my Eagle One that I painted. Yeah, I'll put that back up here. That used to be black, and now it's a cyan. And my custom Eagle One wire holder brackets that I also 3D printed. So, yeah, man, you can have fun with Krylon. I might want to put some clear coat on them now that you mention it, because
yeah, you changed my design on that to make it stronger, didn't you?
I did. Yeah.
You need to send me the file to that, because mine's about. I need to retighten mine anyway, so I might as well put on some better ones.
Yeah, mine snapped off pretty quick.
I love my 3D printer too, Jamie, but the thing is getting time to actually design new stuff and put on there. Like I had it running today when I left, because I had some spike orders that come through this morning, and I just had filled it. Well, I was going out the door to go to the park and the feeling 4 orders, and I got another one, and I didn't have enough, so I just started a print this morning. And
the But yeah, I might want to put some clear coat on those, Brent, because I noticed on Jamie's it's not bad because it's a solid color. On mine, I'm not having any problem with the orange because that's a nice base coat. Just the really light streaks of black that I put on there to give it that distressed look, especially on the side that I hold my thumb opposite of the PTT. It rubs off after a
Gene,
while.
are you asking if 3D printers are expensive?
Probably the mic.
Because it's kind of like ham radios. You can get some that's going to be inexpensive, but then you can get some Yaesus if you want to.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the 3D printers. Yeah, they can range from a Baofeng to a Elecraft or a nice big flex radio. The microphones that I showed, I pick them up on Amazon for like $25 a pop. They're knockoffs. They're not the Yaesu originals.
So wait a minute,
One of those might be.
You're actually using the knockoff microphones.
Oh yeah, yeah. I haven't had any trouble with them. Yeah.
See,
One of them might be an original. The other one I know is a knockoff.
This is what gets on my nerves. Anybody else can sound as different as they want on a radio.
Mm-hmm.
But the second I sound different, I mean, it's like the woodwork. 40 people's going to tell me, what's wrong with your radio? Something's wrong. Something's wrong with this.
Yeah.
I'm talking about on the air, emails, messages, because I've tried to knock off mics and I got, no, that doesn't sound right. That doesn't sound right.
You know,
and I've tested people too. I've ran them back and forth with splitters, telling people which one, and they always pick the original Yaesu mic. But what hack I do like to do with the cheap mics is if I mess up a cord or something on a Yaesu mic, I'll buy the cheap mic, take the cord off of it, and put it on the original Yaesu mic.
Absolutely. Kyle, what would you buy one of those custom mic colors for? Like, what would you spend for one? And keep in mind, the mic itself cost me $25. That's I'm just curious because I mean, theoretically, I could buy a crap ton of them and do like football team colors. You know, if somebody likes, if somebody likes the Miami Dolphins and Mr. McDaniel down there, I can do Dolphins color.
So now I know Brian's lying. He says that's why I mentioned it when you're on the ICOM, you usually sound better on it. And I know better than that.
Yeah, there you go. You keep the CW all the time to avoid the audio files. 50. See, I could do 50. I mean, I'd make my money back plus some. I also got to factor my time. Now, it's not. So, I mean, if you're looking at doing this yourself, it's not like a you paint it and then go out and use it kind of thing. I mean, you got to paint it and you have to make sure that the spray paint has off-gassed and cured before you go touching it and handling it because it'll be tacky and stuff like that. So what I do is I paint them a lot of light coats. And then I had a cardboard box that I put a hole in the side and then I put a hair dryer in there. So I put the microphones inside of the box, hair dryer in the side of the hole in the box, turn the box upside down on top of the microphones, blast them with hot air for like an hour, to help them off gas, help them cure better. So. And $50, I could do 50. Yeah. I could even be cool and put like little vinyl letters on them and then clear coat over and put people's call signs on them.
See my problem. I would love to have you do one for me in the A-Trag, like the sunset, the orangish yellow fade color. But
and
the problem is, I would have to buy you a real Yaesu mic because people will tell the difference in my audio personally.
There's actually room on the bottom front that I could put the actual A-Trag logo in there too, and then clear coat over it. That would be really cool. I just might do that. You know. I'll tell you what, man. If I drew you in the Christmas party, I'll do that for you.
If you drew me in a Christmas party,
Yeah, I got you. Do I have a cry cut? What the hell's a cry cut? I don't know what that is. Yes, I put a hole in the box and I got a present for you, Zach. I'm not going to get you a diamond ring. I'm going to get you a hole in the box.
So the funny thing is Dan knows who he got, but Dan also knows I know who he got because I drew the names.
No, I do not have a 3D sticker cutter. Sorry. No. If I was going to do like vinyl lettering, I'd have to order the letters and all that stuff.
If you want to do vinyl lettering, you'd have to what?
Have to order the little vinyl stick-on letters from like Amazon, and if somebody wanted their call signs on there. Now, if I had an inkjet printer, which I don't because I can't stand inkjet printers, I might be able to get away with this with a laser. I do have some clear water slide. I don't know if anybody's heard of water slide paper, but I used to do logos and do water slide logos and put them on things and then clear coat over them.
I have a vinyl printer.
Nice.
But two problems. One, it's in West Virginia. And two, for lettering that small, I would send you the sheet and let you weed it yourself.
Yeah.
Which just means take the little thing, because I can't do little intricate stuff like that with my fingers.
Yeah, man, I'm looking on a new business idea here. I'm going to call it Mike's by Dan.
There you go. Mike's by Dan. I'm gonna just start a new business because there's people out there that pay good money for people to be mean to them. There's fetishes out there where people do that, and since I'm now the a-hole of POTA, people can start paying me money to insult their POTA game.
That's great. Yeah, man, Mike's by Dan. There you go. My problem is this is what I fear about opening up an online shop like that, because I can do like 1 or 2 or 3 a week, but I fear that I'm going to get inundated with orders because I don't want a backlog. I don't want people to have to wait a month to get their stuff. Because it aggravates me when I order something like that, right?
Yeah, and, so with my spikes and stuff like that, I try my best. Like, yeah, I had to print that order today, but that order just came in this morning. So I try to get it out the next day.
Yeah.
But if I'm going to be going to a Hamfest or something, I typically will put on the webpage, nothing shipping before this date. Like when I go to February, I put nothing shipping for in a month. But this year,
Alan has a good thing. I can do whatever color combinations that I want to do. Do like limited edition runs. Like none of them will be the same because they're all like custom. I mean, right. I can't make 2 distressed mics look exactly the same. It's just impossible. And just sell whatever colors that I have. And if you want a custom one, maybe I can work with you to get it on there.
We got a surprise for everybody. We got somebody that's actually coming on the stream to talk to you guys about something. So we're going to bring him on in here. What's going on, Brent?
What's up?
What's up, man? Are you here
to
buy a
microphone? Can you hear me okay?
I can hear you just fine. Are you going to buy a microphone?
Hey, I would like one painted like this right here.
I can do that. Is checkered. That like
yellow and black? Is that
a yellow and black checkered plaid? You got it, man.
That's right. Yes, sir.
You got it. It can be yours for the low price of
black and yellow.
Yeah, $350.12.
But before Brent gets started, I think I am going to go in business, since Dan's going to go in business too, and I'm going to give expert FT8 advice for you guys. So anybody who needs expert FT8 advice,
there you go. What you got, Brent?
Brent, go ahead.
Yeah, how you been, buddy?
I'm good, man. I'm good. Thanks, James, for letting me jump on here. I'm dropping wires all over the place. Okay. So putting this out to you all first before we start putting it out. And we've already put it out to some already, like in Discord and the Signal and all that stuff. So we did the Eastern Kentucky POTA meetup a couple of months ago. And then after that, KB9 VBR did his third Wisconsin POTA campout weekend. And I thought before, man, that would be cool if we did something like that now, or did something like that here. So I threw the idea out to Brandon and Zach and Aaron and see what they thought. And they were all on board, thought it'd be cool. Kentucky is the center of, not the world, but the center of a lot of states, man. And so we have decided next September, the weekend of the 26th, we are putting on the Kentucky POTA campout for that weekend. Friday night, I think the guys are actually going to show up on Thursday, but it's basically from Friday night until Sunday afternoon, Kentucky's first, because I'm not going to just do a one and done, Kentucky's first POTA campout weekend at Taylorsville Lake. And we've already got commitments from, I think Curtis is coming down. Gray Man POTA has committed to come down. Gosh, who else? We've got several people that have already, we've already reserved our campsites. Myself, Brandon, Aaron, Zach are doing a group. We've got a group. We can get up to 20 tents on our group site. And I just nonchalantly threw it out to K at MRD earlier just for fun in an email. But so next September.
You got plenty of time to plan.
Got plenty of time to plan, absolutely. And you know that we're going to have them come on the stream again when it's closer to that to actually talk about the whole event. But he wanted to go ahead and put it out there just for people. Because, you know, sometimes, you know, you start planning things late and people's already got stuff planned and this, that, and the other. And, you know, it's like me, I can't plan something that far out because I don't never know what's going on with me. But, you know, it's hard enough for me to plan the big 3 shows every year. But, you know, a lot of people are really, they got to have that planning. Okay, September next year. Yeah, I can do that. Whereas me, you know, in August of next year, I'm like, yeah, I might can make that this year, you know.
Speaking of the big 3 shows, Brent, are you going to any of them this year? Or next year?
Dayton,
sorry,
for sure. Huntsville is on my. Huntsville is always on my bucket list. I want to do Huntsville one of these days.
Okay,
Dayton for sure.
Get like little cards or something cheap printed up about that, and pass them out. That would be a good way to get the word out too. Yep.
You know, if
Brandon and the guys
leave them on the POTA table.
If you get some printed out before Florida, before Orlando, you can send them to me, and I'll put them on. I'll put them out at the POTA tent.
Same thing with Huntsville.
Okay.
I mean, if you're not going to make Huntsville, just send them to one of us. We'll put them on the POTA table there too. So.
Okay. Brandon and the guys come up with the idea. We still got to plan it out. We're going to wait till after the first of the year to start planning details, but we're going to look to have a plaque made for, as an award for somebody. They know the details better on that. I'm going to try my best to reach out to some vendors and just to see if some people might throw just some little, prizes our way, just something to be able to give out or whatever, that's we'll see how that goes.
Wait a minute. Wait. I'm going to give you a warning about plaques. The last time an organization decided to give out plaques for anything, I won 4 of them and they shut the program down.
Well, that's the thing too. I was just thinking today how next year I didn't want to be so competitive. I just why does Dan laugh?
Because
I just wanted to do POTA to be doing POTA. And then here he goes talking about a plaque.
I know, right? Like he's fishing and he got you on the end of it and set the hook on you.
Made some eyebrows rise on that, didn't we?
Absolutely. Yeah. That sounds like a great thing. Yeah. I love it. Yeah,
We're
get
going to
some
do it,
stuff
man.
out
We're
there.
going to do it. I'm hoping it'll be great weather, not too hot, but kind of cooling off towards the fall time. And I'm hitting up people left and right. Brandon and them are. We've, like I said, Gray Man, he's committed. I'm going to put it out there as I hunt people online, on there, throw it out
Kyle,
there
it's
at them.
the weekend of
Hollered at
September
Scott the other
26th,
day.
Kyle.
You have a lot of all right, so
That's
you got a
correct.
lot of good a good push when it comes closer to it as well. You got us here. You got Tim on his channel, and the Ham Radio Kids table as well can get folded into that. So yeah, that's awesome.
That's a good point.
Gene
Good
wants to
point.
know where
So-
will this be held at?
Taylorsville Lake. Tried to get it as center of Kentucky as we can. It's hard since Kentucky's so elongated to find a good center point, but that is about the most central we can find that is an actual POTA park. We actually did our Western Kentucky or Central Kentucky POTA meetup there back. And James, you came to that one, didn't you?
I've came to
That's
both y'all's meetups.
Eastern Standard Time came and Mary came, I believe. And so Taylorsville Lake.
There you go. Link in the chat for it. It's US 1271.
That's it.
I've been to both of their meetups. Both of their meetups was a real good time. So I mean, I can just say that I could imagine a camp out with them would be just absolutely great. Maybe one of them will tell me I'm an a-hole.
I'm sure. I mean, oh man, yeah, that is awesome.
I'm going to jump off the stream and let you guys have it back. But James, thank you for giving me some time to do that.
Hey, you're welcome, buddy. And like I said, we'll have you guys come on beforehand and talk about it. So there
We'll
we go.
see
Zach,
you soon.
Dan,
put
thank
the
you for the
address
card
and all
idea.
for
That's
you.
fantastic.
Yeah, you're awesome, man. I appreciate it.
All right. Catch you guys later.
See you guys. All right. Yeah, that is awesome. I can't wait for that.
Yeah, good
Yeah,
stuff.
man. When he said plaque, my ears kind of went, what? Plaques?
I
like plaques.
really was thinking that today, Dan, that that next year I didn't want to be so competitive.
You know?
I didn't say I wasn't going to do POTA. And
You're right.
I'm not going to say that I wouldn't do POTA like a normal person even, because I don't ever see me being a normal person when it comes to parks on the air. It would have to be something really, really spectacular to make me be a normal POTA person. I really love satellites, but really satellites has just become something I do in the POTA park now. I do still do them, from the house if a good pass is coming over or something like that. But for the most part, I like to do them in the POTA park.
I'm going to be very competitive next year in POTA, but not in the way that anybody other than me is going to notice. So I'm going to be competitive with myself
Well, when I say competitive, that's what I mean.
Yeah.
I'm always competing with myself.
I mean, my numbers are not going to get any kind of leaderboard except in my own head because I want to do better than I did the last time.
That's actually what I want to steer away from.
Yeah.
Is I don't want to be on the leaderboard.
Yeah. I had a really good day. So my thing for next year is CW. Activating, copying. I'm going to be more competitive with myself to get that done. I had a really good morning this morning. I got 60 in the log and not that long at all. Only used the question mark probably maybe 14,000 times. So, I mean, it's an improvement, But yeah, I'm going to be more competitive with myself.
You did 60 this morning?
Yeah.
How long?
Hold on. I already got it in my N3FJP. My first contact was with Kilo 8 on 30 meters, and that was at 1412 Zulu, and 1514 I went off. So hour and a half.
Okay.
And a lot of that time was spent calling CQ because 40 meter CW was absolutely dead today for me anyway.
But yeah, it makes sense that you were out there a lot longer than me because I actually hunted you from the house and then went out and activated and got you park to park.
Yeah, and then I got you park to park when you switched bands, and then I activated on 20 meters as well.
Yeah. So yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. Me and Brian had a conversation this morning. Punctuation and all. That's right. Yeah, he's got me over here sending periods and stuff.
It's okay. It's okay to be late, Chris. People are late all the time.
Yeah, hey, Chris, see you in here, buddy. Whiskey 0, Charlie Golf Charlie.
The 1 watt wonder from Tennessee.
Yeah.
That's funny to say, but he's been hunting a lot on 1 watt lately.
And I still hear him like he's sitting in the damn driveway. It's crazy.
Oh, good times.
Hiker trailer tramp out. Yeah, hiker trailer camp out that weekend. Kyle won't be able to go.
Kyle, if you'll buy me a hiker trailer, I will come with you on your camp out.
Sounds like a good deal to me. I mean,
I may have to have you buy me a truck to pull it too, though. But we'll work out that detail later.
yeah. Okay. Let's talk about this for a minute. I got to get back to the other screen. The Fox and amateur radio. That's our buddy KO4FX. That's Kilo Oscar for Foxtrot X-ray, or Kilowatt Ocean for Florida X-ray. He says he's been improving his QSO rates. Stop. Don't improve anymore. You're already off the chain, buddy. Your QSO rates are just phenomenal. It's crazy. I don't see how you can improve anymore. It's ridiculous, the numbers that you were putting up some nights, man. You're doing a great job. Yeah, 270 QSOs an hour was his last activation. That's stupid.
There you go.
Yeah, bleeps and bloops. That's right.
You know, we're going to have to wire my radio to where it sends beeps and bloops. I really wanted to start sending beeps and bloops because, you know, if your CW is good enough, people's going to understand it, whether it's beeps and bloops or dits and daws.
You're right. I got somebody this morning, though. I sent a 592, believe it or not. First one of my life. I sent a 592 because it sounded like Terry's train horn when he was sending.
That's right. Hit that like button and subscribe.
Right.
But it's funny because I'm not even going to say your CW has to be good enough. If your CW is unique enough,
yep.
like Steven on his bug, is he a champion bug sender? No. But is he unique enough? Yes. Like, I can get him with the notch filter on, and we all know what that sounds like. It sounds like a woodpecker pecking. I can get him, like, I don't have to turn the notch filter off because of his Victor on the bug.
Sometimes I wish when a bug guy calls me, I wish it was easy on the KX2 to turn it to straight key mode faster without having to go through the menus, because I would turn my paddle into a straight key mode real fast just so I can send a real proper Roger. Drag it out. Yeah. I think I've been getting a little better, though. Slowly but surely. It's something that I'm not expecting to wake up tomorrow morning and be a Bill Brown. I mean, that would be unrealistic, right? So, baby steps.
You know,
baby steps.
Here's the thing. I think I can do CW for another 10 years and still want to be better. I mean, it's
and we'd still be nowhere near Bill Brown.
There's days that I can just go out and melt the world, like nothing excites me more than running pile-up CW. And when I say running pile-up CW, I mean running pile-up CW like I run sideband CW, as in
one after
not
another.
going going straight into the next call and running like 3 or 4 calls that way. And it really excites me. And when the people pay attention and actually come back, it's even better. There's some people that if I hear a group of 4, I know what order to send them in. Like, oh, I got to send him first because he won't pay attention.
That's nuts. It's crazy how you do that. In sideband, I understand it. I do. In CW, I don't understand it. They done something when they took a part out and put something else in, I reckon. But,
that's the thing. I don't hear bleeps and bloops. I hear call signs.
Yeah.
And I'll hear 3 or 4 call signs. And you know what? Here, I'm going to give a shout out to all of my hunters who I will hear, and then I'll work Whiskey 8 Echo Romeo Romeo and her whole crew first, and then come back to you, and you still answer because you sat through 5 calls and are still listening and answer. So shout out to the people who's done that. And I know there's plenty of people in the chat here that's done it.
It's weird because I won't miss my own call sign. Like I'm to that point now where I'll never miss my own call sign because it's like somebody literally saying, Dan. It's like I know my name, So I don't care if I could have the volume like down and be doing something else. If I hear my call sign, it's like, what? You called me like 3rd in line and I dropped my call once. Yep.
So on the supermoon, Supermon changes into a werewolf, so I can't go out. It's too dangerous for people.
Yeah, you don't want that happening.
I got after chat. I can't go out tonight, Brent.
He'll end up sending like 30 words a minute CW.
Yeah, and instead of sending wolf to Dan, I would send a growling.
Yeah, grr. I'm waiting for that GRRR.
It'd be like Kilo Echo 8 Panther Zoo November come back out again.
That is funny.
And I blame my cousin for me turning into the Panther. It's all her fault.
It is.
Her obsession with Panthers.
Yeah. That's absolutely true.
The Mothman is the Mon Man's evil twin brother. So funny thing. When I used to be a bartender, you asked for it, Kelly. You brought this on yourself.
You did.
So when I used to be a bartender, one of the cocktails in there one time, we were goofing off, and she was talking about the Mothman, and she's like, "Yeah, that's my boyfriend." I was like, "Well, I'm the Mon Man," and she's laughing, and she's like, "You won't tell your next customer you're the Mon Man." So I waited till she was actually waiting on a table next to my next customer. And I walked over to him. I was like, "Hey guys, how you doing today? I'm the Mon Man. I'll be taking care of you." And I thought she was going to pee herself. Now, unfortunately, if you've ever worked in the food industry or the bar industry, you know that there's certain customers that they have to call you by name. These people were those people. So every time they're like, "Can I get another refill, Mon Man?" And then finally the woman said, "That's a very interesting name. Is that your given name?" I said, "No, that's what I identify as."
Was this the same employee that thought you wouldn't wear, Terry's mask?
No, I was not wearing Terry's mask, but I will. Yeah. I will tell you. We'll tell you what, they tipped me very good. They enjoyed the Montman. So a radiogram, Mr. Fox, is where people will go onto a net and tell people, "Hey, I contacted Kilo Echo 8 Papa Zoo November on August the 15th of this year on 72-225, and he was 5'9", and I'd like for him to know he did a really good job." And then the radiogram people will either send you an email. I've actually had them call me. How they got my phone number,
I'll tell you a
I'll
story about
never
that in a
know,
minute.
but I've had them call me before.
We're at the top of the hour, but let me tell this story real fast.
Okay, we
There-
will do this.
Most most of the most I'm not saying most, but a good majority of the radiogram folks, they watch the FCC license upgrades, and they send net traffic back and forth saying, hey, if you're in this area, this guy just got his license upgraded, make contact with him, give him a congratulations and stuff like that. Buddy of mine I haven't talked to in years, WD4ERM, good friend of mine, called me on the phone out of the blue. I'm like, hello? He's like, hey, this is WD4ERM. I'm like, hey, man, how you been? I ain't talked to you in years. He goes, yeah, we're just doing some traffic passing on the net here, and they want to congratulate you. Somebody in Florida, like somewhere South Florida, wanted to congratulate me on my upgrade to general at the time. I said, that's cool as hell. And the reason why they do that is it teaches traffic handling. You copy a message, you pass that message on, and make sure it doesn't turn into, the old grade school thing. You whisper a message in somebody's ear down the line. You want the message to be the same at the end of the line than it was at the start of the line. So that's what we're practicing here. But
The game was called Gossip.
Yep.
I knew it well. All right, Dan, what do you got coming up?
Not a lot, man. Just finish up the week at work. It's hump day. It is almost over. Then we can play some POTA. But hopefully everybody had a great Wednesday. Thanks for joining us here on Hump Day Happy Hour. And thanks for all the cool chat questions and the cool topics and letting us rant a little bit. That's always fun. We're going to be heading to the after chat, which Brent said, consider becoming a Patreon and supporting this because the after chat is a Patreon benefit, which James is going to let you know about now.
That's right. And that's why I left that up there, Brent. Thank you very much. Absolutely. The things I do are not cheap. That's one reason I put out numbers the way I put them out, because I spend more gas in a week than most of y'all spend in a month. And it's pretty much just for POTA. That's what my gas is for. And it's not a cheap hobby that I do. But I've got a lot of good people that support that, and you guys get a lot of benefit out of that, because I used to worry about that, but there's plenty of testament of people that's talked to me and told me how much they've enjoyed things and stuff like that. So it's really good. But After Chat is a Patreon benefit, but lucky for you, you can head over there and join it for free for 7 days and get a free trial. Message myself or Dan, even though you won't do this. Message myself or Dan and let us know so we can give you access to that room, because Patreon won't give you access to that room until we do it. We have to do that. But, it's got some really good benefits and stuff like that. And, sometimes I even go out in the rain for people like Alpha Delta 2 Charlie Delta when they need it. So it's a good thing. But check it out. Also, I'm going to try to really up my TikTok game. So if you do TikTok, make sure and follow me over there and check out my TikTok lives. If you don't do TikTok because you think it's a Chinese app and you still have a cell phone, I'm not going to be an a-hole and tell you nothing right now. But
do TikTok anyway.
Do TikTok anyway. The thing is I don't have to go on live streams and sit there and talk about random. I have to talk about lid stuff with these people because they don't understand ham radio. I have to talk about, their colonoscopies and stuff like that. But if I had real ham radio people coming over there, I could talk about good stuff. So come over and check us out. Anyway, guys, I'll be back out activating tomorrow. Got a video drop tomorrow with a disclaimer in it. And you can all call me an a-hole after that. That's fine. But disclaimer tomorrow, and I'll be getting up with Josh. We might have something special coming up for some Patreons tomorrow. It depends on his work schedule. So 73, everybody.
You go now, 73.